Hello and welcome back to the Weekend Gardener. I'm just down at the allotment today and I'm going to be getting my tomato seeds started today. It's roughly 6 weeks before our last frost date, so if I've put them in now they should be nice and grown long, ready to pop them in the first week of May. And I'm also going to get the rest of my seeds for this month sown. So it's a busy couple of hours ahead, so let's get on with it. This year I'm going to be joining in with Gang and Peanuts tomato grow along, and he was kind enough to send me 5 different varieties of seed. So the first thing I'm going to do is get those sorted out. I've got the labels ready, I've got the packets of seeds, and we're going to have some Chupper Chups, Dirty Gertie, Eagle Smiley, Accordion Red Cherry and Great Scott. So we're just going to grow them along, and then at the end of the season we're going to have a taste test to see which ones we enjoy the most. So I'm looking forward to getting them going. I've got my tray, I've got my compost, which is John Innes seed compost, and I've mixed in a little bit of perlite, and then when I've sown the seeds I'm going to put some vermiculite on top. I'm going to take them home and put them in the Super 7. So we'll just get started. So that's the tomatoes sown for the tomato grow along for Gang and Peanut. I'm just going to take these home now. I'm going to water the top with a fine spray, then drop them in a water bath for half an hour or so, then pop them onto the Super 7, and hopefully within a couple of weeks we'll have some new seedlings poking through. So we've got here a tray of the things that I'm going to take home and germinate in the Super 7. So they're all the tomatoes for the tomato grow along. At the back there I've got some kiwis that I've got some seeds for, some Roma tomatoes, another set of Roma tomatoes, some San Jose, some Cape gooseberries, tomatillos. They're Super Mama in that tray there. There's quite a few in there because that's going to be in my main crop. And then these are some seeds that Annie was kind enough to send me from my rusty garden. So I've got some Metallica dwarf tomatoes, some Pineapple Pig tomatoes, and in there some Baby Bear sunflowers. So thank you very much to Annie for sending me those seeds. And then in here there's various types of brassicas, pak choy, bok choy, cabbage, calabrese, all sorts really. So that's the sowing done for this month. There's not a lot else to go at really, but the very tender things like the cucumbers and the courgettes, I should be doing those next month. And let's have a quick look at how all the onions are getting on. So that's a tray of Bedfordshire Champion, a tray of Elsa Craig, another tray of Elsa Craig, more Bedfordshire Champion. They're the leftovers at the back there. They are Bulgarian giant leeks at the back there. More Bedfordshire Champion, Zabroon shallots, red burgundy, some more Elsa Craig, some brassicas, there's calabrese and all year round cauliflower in there. More Elsa Craig, some Kelsey giant onions, and these at the back here are the Ailsay for the giant onion challenge. So everything's coming along really nicely. And the greenhouse, polytunnel, sorry, is filling up mainly with onions at this time of year. But as soon as the rest of the brassicas come through and the tomatoes, we should be looking good. Let's just have a quick look outside because I've put a row of carrots in as well. So this is a carrot bed that I built last year. I've just fluffed the soil up a little bit, and all the way along the back I've put a row of early nonce carrots. So I'm going to cover them over with a polycarbonate sheet to keep the heat in, and hopefully they'll be up in a week or two. So I'm just going to pop the cover on here. We'll have a quick look in the greenhouse and then I'm going to head home. In the greenhouse things are ticking along nicely. Got some all year round cauliflower, some purple broccoli, little gem lettuce, got some kohlrabi at the front and mooli radish at the back, choggy beetroot. The snow peas have really taken off, and so has the garlic. There's a purple podding snow peas and a few more garlic that I've put in. A couple of spare garlics that have started to sprout at home, and the blueberry bush is starting to come back into life. It's really enjoying it here in the greenhouse. Up on the second plot now, and the peas that were knocked off the shelf and started to grow. I've just put a little bit of netting in. It's only very rough, but they're doing really well. They seem to be enjoying it in here. Every time I come up I give them a little bit of water and they're slowly climbing away doing their thing. Right, so let's go and have a look at the raised planters that I put in earlier this year. In this first raised bed here we've got some Red Baron onion sets that I put in a few weeks ago. The majority of them have come through. There's a few that haven't popped through yet, but I'm hoping they'll come in the next week or two. I've taken the polycarbonate cover off the top because they were reaching there, they were pushing against it, and they've all straightened up. And then in here I literally had thousands upon thousands of parsnip seeds, so I just sprinkled what was left in here and covered them over. I've just left them to it, and there's quite a few coming through, so if they all come through I'll just thin them out and see how many we get. I'm not sure if these are parsnips or not. I'll just wait to see how the rest of them do, and then I'll know for sure if they're parsnips, and if they're not I'll just whip them out. But at the moment I'm just leaving them to it. So we're just going to pop home now and have a look at how the aubergines and peppers are getting on, and I think we'll call it a day. Back at home now, and I'm in the little grow area in the shed, and as you can see the aubergines have gone absolutely crazy, completely taking over the place. I'm going to have to bring them down. I just want 3 of each, and at the moment I've got 6 of each, so I'm going to wait a little while. I'm not going to throw them away, I'm going to give them to other plot holders. And these are the chilies and peppers. I potted these up the other day. I didn't record it though, obviously. And also I got these little holders from Asda. They use them to put the soup, the large soups that Asda have, and these pots fit perfectly inside them. So I've got several of those. So yeah, the chilies and peppers are coming along. This is the one that I've overwintered. It's going from strength to strength, so it's all looking good. I just put the fan on through the day. It's not been too cold today, so I've had the fan on, and then the little tube heater is set on frost so it doesn't get too cold in here. One of the leaves did catch onto it and it's killed it off, so I'm going to take that leaf off shortly. But that's how it's looking in here. We're going to have a look inside the grow tent in the dining room. And there's the update on the chilies and the peppers that are in the grow tent, and as you can see they're all doing really well. There's one of them that's actually started to produce flowers, well, little flower buds, but I'm just going to chop that off. But they've all been transplanted, they've all had a good drink, and they're just going to grow away. So hopefully come the end of the season I'll have some nice chilies and peppers. So that's all I've got time for this week. I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again next time.